If you're thinking about buying your first property here in Spokane, then this video is for you. I'm gonna give you 5 essential tips to take you from renting to finally owning your first property here in town. If we haven't met, my name is Alejandro Ventura. I'm a real estate broker here in Spokane. And over the last 7 years, I've helped many people just like you go from wishing they own a place to finally becoming a homeowner and start building wealth in real estate. Let's go. Tip number 1 is work with the right lender. Buying a property, especially your first one, can be one of the best experiences you've ever had, or it can be a dreading process you don't ever want to repeat again. And the people who are going to make the biggest difference between these two outcomes are the lender you work with and the real estate agent you work with. And we'll talk more about choosing the right agent to represent you in the transaction later on. But staying with the lender, you need to work with someone who has knowledge and experience working with first-time home buyers. There are some specific challenges that come with qualifying for a loan as a first-time home buyer. So you want to work with someone who has the experience and is able to anticipate some of the challenges in your case specifically, so you can get in front of it and confidently know that once you write an offer, you're going to make it to the closing table. I actually recommend that you talk to 2 to 3 different lenders before you commit to working with any one of them. And the reason being is that you want to work with someone who is not only competent, but also has the right personality to serve you well during the transaction. And once you have chosen the lender you'll be working with, they're going to help you assess your financial situation to determine how much of a house you can afford. So they're going to look at your monthly income, your monthly debt, your assets, your credit score, and based on your financial picture, they're going to tell you what is the maximum price you qualify for, what your estimated monthly payment will be, and how much money you will need to bring to the closing table to finalize the sale. And after those numbers have been determined and they have verified all the information that you submitted on your loan application, then they're going to give you a loan pre-approval letter. So then you can now confidently go shopping around for houses. Tip number 2 is work with the right agent. A good agent is going to do much more than simply sending you property listings and setting up showings for you. A great agent who is committed to helping you out is going to take the time to understand your needs, your living priorities, your timeline, and anything else that's important to you and your new home. And then use all that information to go out there and find you the best possible houses that match what you're looking for. Now, once you have found the right house you want to purchase, the agent is going to help you decide how much money to offer, what terms and contingencies you need to add to the contract to be legally protected, how much earnest money deposit to put down, how to handle inspections, etc. Essentially, your agent is going to take all the guesswork out of placing an offer. Now, if you're wondering how much is it going to cost you to have an agent work for you, know that as a buyer, you almost never pay for the agent fees. It is generally the seller, the one who pays for all agents' commissions. So for an agent to be representing you and working for you, is going to cost you $0. Tip number 3 is identify which part of town is going to give you the most house for your money. As a first-time home buyer, chances are you will not have the budget to buy your dream home in your ideal location, which is fine. You will get there later on. For now, do your best to find the best possible house you can buy within the price range you've been pre-qualified for. And to do that, you need to know which areas of town will give you the most bang for your buck. And here are some market stats to give you a sense for what different parts of town sell for. As of the end of May, the median sales price up in the South Hill was $600,000, whereas in the Valley was $575,000 and in the North Side was $475,000. So if you're looking in a relatively low price range, then the Spokane Valley in North Side will probably give you the best options. Tip number 4, be open to buying a house that might need some updating or renovations. Please know this, most buyers are attracted to the house that shows in great condition and is ready to move in, which means that it is in going after those properties where you're going to find the most competition and where you'll pay the most. And I understand the convenience of buying a place that's ready to go day one. Maybe you have a baby on the way or you have a young family and you cannot afford the mess that comes with buying a property that needs to be renovated. I get it. But if you are in a position where you are willing and able to do some cosmetic work, not only you're gonna buy a house at a much lower price than anything else that's available, but also you're gonna end up with a much larger equity by the time you are finished with all the renovations. And you don't have to take on a major renovating project to benefit from this approach. All you have to do is find a place that needs some cleaning, painting, flooring, maybe some yard work, and be willing to do the work, because doing this is gonna put you in a greater financial position when everything is all said and done. Tip number 5 is do not buy a car before you buy a home. And this might sound a little bit unconventional, but there is a good reason why I bring this up. And by the way, if you have already bought a car, then now just do your best to either pay it down or pay it off as soon as you can. And here's why this is important. When you apply for a home loan, the bank is going to look at not only how much money you make every month, but also how much debt you have to pay every month. So they will look into your credit card payments every month, student loans, medical bills, car loans, etc. And then they're going to use whatever money is left over after you have paid all your debt every month and use that as the basis to qualify you for a mortgage payment. But here's the thing, the bank wants to see that your monthly debt payment plus your new mortgage payment stay below 43% of your monthly income, ideally. However, there are some loan programs that will allow you to go up to 50% of your monthly income. Now let's say that you make $5,000 a month. Right, this is your monthly income. Let's say that your debt expense is $500 a month, right? This is your debt. What that means is that your mortgage payment cannot exceed $2,000, because these two numbers combined equal $2,500, which is 50% of the money you make every month. A $2,000 mortgage payment, assuming a 5% down and a 6.5% interest rate, is going to qualify you roughly for a $300,000 purchase price here in town. Now let's say that you go out and buy a new car with a $500 monthly payment. Now your debt expense is $1,000, which means that now you only qualify for $1,500 on your monthly payment. And a $1,500 monthly payment is going to qualify you for a $200,000 purchase price. And $200,000 here in town is going to get you roughly a closet and a bathroom. Essentially not much. So please wait until after you buy your first property before you even consider buying a new car. Now let me ask you, what would you say is your biggest challenge in buying your first property here in Spokane? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Make it a great day.